in the classroom, closely supervise and control student behavior, and do not share decision-making. An authoritative manager should not be confused with an authoritarian. The difference between authoritative and authoritarian is the level of nurturing that occurs. The authoritative manager values high levels of control and high levels of nurturance. We'll discuss the idea of translating this later. The strategies and skills associated with the authoritative style of management are the establishing and enforcing of rules, issuing commands, directives, and orders, using violent commands, utilizing proximity control, utilizing isolation and exclusion. Even though the authoritative management style seems out of vogue, many teachers employ these strategies with great success. For example, we all establish and enforce rules, and there are times when a command or directive is necessary, such as during a crisis. Let's examine each of the behaviors associated with this management style further. Select each to learn more. Reprimands are gentle reminders that a student's conduct or behavior is approaching unacceptable. Usually, a mild reprimand is effective in reducing inappropriate behavior, depending on how the reprimand is delivered. Research tells us that immediate reprimands are more effective than delayed reprimands. Short reprimands are more effective than long reprimands. In general, the use of long reprimand used quickly and gently is best for increasing on-task behavior. Isolation and exclusion sound like harsh punishments, don't they? What if we call them timeout? Timeout is a more familiar consequence for poor behavior, and it's an isolation-exclusion technique. When used appropriately and for the right reasons, isolation and exclusion provide students with an opportunity to privately gain control of their emotions. Consider this situation. Your 4th grade class is playing soccer on the playground, and one student, Joey, won't stop taking the ball away from the students who are playing. He continues to interfere with plays, grabbing the ball and throwing it away from the soccer field. Students are becoming frustrated with Joey, and you become concerned that a fight may ensue. You speak with Joey and remind him that he must follow the rules of the game. He continues to misbehave, and you remove him from the game. He is excluded from playing for a short period of time. Another appropriate use of isolation-exclusion might occur when a student enters the classroom angry about something another teacher has done, or an argument with a peer. Rather than allowing that student to disrupt the learning of the rest of your class, you might send him to a recovery area until he cools off and is ready to learn. An improper use of isolation-exclusion occurs when you're angry at a student's conduct and shout at the student to get out. Isolation or repetitively with the same student. No one should live in timeout. When the teacher is acting from a nurturing mindset, removing the student from an unhealthy situation is compassion. When the teacher is angry, it's punishment and sends the message that the teacher doesn't really care about the student. The establishment and enforcement of rules is an essential component of any classroom management plan. Research supporting rule establishment is well documented and thorough. Harry Wong reminds us that school must be a safe and protected environment where a student can come to learn without fear. Rules set limits and provide students with a sense of security. At the same time, rules that are not enforced may as well not be written. They must be enforced and have consequences in order to guide behavior. Whenever possible, rules should be stated positively. As human beings, our brains translate images into words, and images have words associated with them. Our brains do not have an image for the words "do not," but certainly over the years, a symbol of a line drawn through a behavior has come to signify "do not." Without the behavior, what would the symbol mean? By communicating rules in positive terms, do this, do that, you communicate the behaviors you expect. A mental picture is then evoked of them performing that behavior. So rules such as "don't hit" become "keep your hands to yourself," and "don't run" becomes "walk quietly." Consequences must be assigned for rules to be effective, and they should include both positive and negative consequences. The goal is to teach students that every decision results in a consequence, and the consequence can either be pleasant or unpleasant. Positive consequences include rewards for those who abide by rules. Students break the rules. When issuing commands, directives, and orders, use the following techniques. Raise and lower your voice to emphasize or de-emphasize various points. Consider these identical phrases and the emphasis given in each phrase. What would you like me to do? What would you like me to do? What would you like me to do? The phrases are identical, but the emphasis is different, and the tone of the question changes based on the emphasis. What makes a voice sound friendly? Think about how you speak with your friends. Most likely, you speak clearly, naturally, and with confidence. Friendly voices do not shout or yell, or sound irritated or urgent. Draw strength from your inner sense of confidence. This imparts a sense of friendliness and trustworthiness. Make sure you are relaxed when you give directives. If you're tense, your tone will communicate tension. Take time to breathe deeply and slowly. This improves the delivery of your words, especially if you're stressed or pressured. Speak with adequate pauses and slowly so you don't communicate impatience. You'll impart a sense of kindness in your directives when you smile. In some situations, a smile is not appropriate when giving a command. However, if you possess an internal kindness, even when delivering the command, the student perceives that what you are demanding is reasonable.
That's good. Issuing commands, directives, and orders. Utilizing proximity
The
control.
phrase proximity control. Proximity control is moving about the classroom in such a manner that your physical presence or proximity helps monitor the behavior of the student. Consider a police car parked on the side of the road. When you pass that car, you most likely check your speed. Thus, the proximity of the police car controls your behavior. In the classroom, students who misbehave are more likely to check their behavior when the teacher is close to them. As described in an earlier module, proximity control is a means of controlling student behavior by the physical presence of the teacher. What does this look like in a classroom? Imagine that two students are whispering to one another during the lesson. Rather than stopping the lesson, the teacher continues speaking and moves to stand next to the offending students. In another instance, the teacher knows a student with special needs has trouble remaining in his seat during testing situations. The teacher moves that student near her during testing situations so she can quickly redirect the student and prevent further off-task behavior. The teacher also monitors students during testing by walking around during a testing session. All of these are examples of the teacher using proximity control as a strategy.
That's a great strategy in the classroom. I use strategies like that in the classroom, depending on what grade I'm teaching. Proximity control. Working the crowd. See, every teacher, teachers are superstars because the classroom is a place where you have to constantly work the space. So that's the exciting part about being an educator.
If physical proximity is not possible,
but yeah, this is great. Physical proximity does work. You come sit right here, and you come sit right here, and I'm gonna walk around. And what also I do with students for classroom management, one of my classroom management strategies is classroom jobs, and every student gets a job, and it's very helpful, and they can take responsibility for their own academic experience. There's lots of classroom management strategies. One strategy that I use is see the design of the classroom, the design of the desk, the design of where everything is, all the rules, regulations, all your anchor charts and everything. All of this goes into the design of a highly effective and managed classroom. My seating arrangement, my seating charts, all that goes in to where the main board is, where the main center stage of the classroom is. That's where all desks point to. Anyway, something else that helps with classroom management is having your agenda posted, so students don't have to guess. Having an agenda and having a bell-by-bell schedule. Students do not have to guess what's coming next. It's innate. It's taught in them, and they know what to do. School is run on a tight schedule. Excuse me, cheering. They know. These folks don't know. School run on a tight schedule. Anyway, another tip for classroom management is before each class arrives, already have the materials laid out on everyone's desk. Right? And so yeah, that will be somebody's job, but that's my job. And so I do that quickly. And then whoever's job it is, they can come in and pass out the pencils or pass out the erasers or pass out something. But normally I got all that lined up already. But or I have it in my apron as I'm walking by giving students what they need. What do you need? Oh, you need a crayon? I'll give you one crayon. You get one crayon in Miss Walton class if we're in kindergarten. You get one crayon. Sometimes I give them more. I learned that from some other teacher specialists. But yeah, they'll get them, they'll break them, they'll crumble them all on the floor. No, In Miss Walton's class, they get one crayon, and they can each get one, and then they can share with their partners. They can share. They can think, pair, share. Oh, look, turn to your partner and say, look, I got a red crayon, I got a blue crayon, I got an orange crayon. Now y'all switch. And that's that. Something else that helps with classroom management is having signs for all the things that kids need to do. Get water, go to the restroom, walk around the hall for a minute, go to the office, whatever they need to do. They got a hand sign, a hand signal that everyone understands and is posted for us to be able to have nonverbal communication within the classroom. That also helps. Classroom management, let me see. This is what they just taught. Now I'm going back through what I've learned previously and what I've done on my own skills. Certain training. Yep, but yeah. Having materials ready, having a demonstration of learning ready, having the learning objective ready, having the agenda ready, and having a daily schedule. That is a way to start good classroom management. Having all desks face the board, having all desks face the smart board, having all desks. And when they come to the carpet or whatever they middle ground is, everybody face the front. Okay, 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. If you can hear Miss Walton, clap once. If you can hear Miss Walton, clap twice. If you can hear Miss Walton, clap once. Clap twice, clap once, clap twice. All right, now take your seat. That's how I redirect them from whatever they're doing. Oh, and let me also add, there is a running timer. There is a running timer for each assignment. There is a running timer for each center. There is a running timer for each cleanup time in between each center. There is transitional timer time. Yes, I utilize that camera, that projector with that camera. So if I'm writing something here, it can be projected and the students can see it. Play by play, moment by moment. Oh, you want to come to Miss Walton's class now, don't you? Huh? 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 What I'm gonna do. Got my classroom helper, got the library helper, person that put the books in the library, keep it organized, a materials helper, a line leader, a door holder, somebody pass out stickers. They love stickers. Come on, put a sticker on. All right, students, kiss your brain. Because you are so smart, okay? In Miss Walton's class, we demonstrate intelligence. Okay. All right, now it's time for recess. Line up, line up. Do something like that. And then they gonna play over there, and I still stand right here by myself at recess. It's just the same. They be like, damn, that's Miss Walton. I don't always do like personalized greetings when they walk into the classroom because it depends on how I feel. I'm kind of like a moody. Sometimes I'm moody, so I don't like do that. But I do greet them and I do make them feel welcome. But I don't always hug and touch and fist pump and all that. I don't be having that kind of energy. But whatever kind of energy I have, the kids know it and they be cool with it. Everybody's not, and I am definitely a morning person. But I'm not like a touchy-feely, be all up in my personal space type of person. I'm not that kind of person. Sometimes I would tell students, I'm not going to argue, but I can't hug you right now. But go ahead and let's do this. Go ahead, dap me up, and then we'll be all right later on. Now once the school year go on, of course, they want to come up and hug Miss Walden, give Miss Walden lots of kisses and love, because Miss Walden make them do their work, help them pass some exams and benchmark tests. I help give them confidence, let them know they can do anything they think and want to achieve if they put their mind and hand to it and apply themselves. They can get out there and do whatever they want to do in life. They can get out there and make it happen, apply themselves. Take everything you learn here and go out and apply it, then you'll be somebody. Anyway. All right, we're going to follow Miss Walton. We ain't going to say nothing when we go into lunch. Why? Because we the best class going into lunch. Whose class is the best class? Miss Walton's class is the best class now, okay now. Better get in there and act like it's the best class. Then when I taught music, sometimes they come in, I be painting the walls, drawing out on the walls. That's what I like to do. I mean, they went ahead and said, we're going to bring somebody in to paint the walls. I said, why you got to do that? I can do that. But anyway, the students come in, got the piano going, got the windows open. This is what I used to teach music. That's a fun time. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta, go. Ta, 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 go. Ti, 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 ta. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti. All right, that's a little rhythmic lesson. That's a little quarter note rhythmic lesson. Ta, ti, ti, oh, some eighth notes. Ta, quarter note. Ti, ti, two eighth notes. And then I taught fourth grade, and we had like a recorder class, the fourth and fifth graders. I taught them recorder, because that can prep them for woodwind instruments. Since I'm outside, I guess I'll be teacher, I'll play teacher, practice teacher. And I can always do that. Those girls that always practice teaching, because they're going to be excellent teachers. And you may have sons that grow up and practice teaching, because they are going to grow up and be an educator one day. And we need more and more educators. We need more and more males. So if you're a male and you want to be a teacher, come on to the field. Women too, girls too. But it's always good to have men in there, because not a whole lot of them. But that could be changed. It could be a whole lot of coaches and a whole lot of men that teach social studies and math and science and English. Language arts and world languages, whatever it is that you want to learn. What do you want to learn? Do you want to learn anything? It's my teaching podcast. I'm trying to think of a podcast at this time of life. One thing about me, one thing you're going to learn about me, anybody who pay attention, is that I'm always myself, okay? I don't give a damn about nothing that be going on in no fake ass. I'm always myself, okay? And that's one quality about me. Look at that shit. That's one quality about me that people really do respect in person. Here's that music class. We had make all kind of noise, all kind of sounds, all kind of music, all kind of beauty coming out that classroom. Then I had a 4th to 5th grade choir. I had a choir that was pre-K through 8th grade. We had a drama club. Had a few different things that I did with the youth. I grew up with the youth. I grew up with people that was like me, spiritual mothers and women that raised us in the theater and in performing arts and anything to do to get the kids out there to shine and keep them out of trouble and all that. And then some actually go on in life and do something with it. Not everybody will, but some of them will. All those skills are necessary skills to be a productive citizen, to be a leader. Ain't nothing wrong with going up and being a leader. I'm by myself a lot because I'm a leader. And I don't deal with bullshit. I am a leader. So if somebody approached me with something I ain't with, I'm not going to do it because I'm a leader. I don't follow bad people or bad advice. I try to get them to come over to what we doing. No, come on over here and do right. Just how I am. Anyway, put me in Miss Walton mode. I done substitute taught and had my own classroom. I like subbing too, but subbing, let's see. With subbing, you ain't got to ask me nothing. Just hold up your sign and go on and go, especially if it's high school. What do you need? You don't need anything. Just go on, get the pass and go on and go. Damn, they're grown anyway. They just trying to go in the restaurant, put their makeup on and shit. I don't care about that. That's fine. Because when I was in school, I was a cheerleader. I was in basketball. I was in athletics. I was already a leader through organization. So when I became a substitute, I said, oh, this is what the regular children do that don't participate in sports or anything like that. Which is good. You know, gave me an opportunity to connect with those type of students because I really didn't know what the other population did. I can't help you. Keep it moving. I can't help you. I cannot help you today. Okay? I can't help you. I'm not with the small talk. I'm not with it. Okay? These people see me on this motherfucker every day. Inside, outside. Want to take my shit. And that's all fine. But that means I'm not going to want to fuck with you. Just know that. Okay? That's all. You want to fuck with me and all the shit I can do? Oh, you want to fuck with me and some shit I attain, earn on? Oh, no, I'm not going to fuck with you after that. Ain't no problem with it. And then once I taught all boys. This was a while back ago, but still, that changed me. Shit, I really didn't talk much about my teaching career. So I was trying to get back into it. It's one of them things where it's like, okay, I'm trying to get back in, but I don't know. I don't know what the best time of season is, but that's a very fulfilling career for me. It's fulfilling. My grandmothers were both teachers. One of my grandfathers was a teacher. So yeah. My dad's mom, Sally Walton, was a teacher. And my mom's mom, Darnetta Brown Strong, was also a teacher. So any summer I went to my grandma's houses. Both of them were educators, so that's what we did our summer schoolwork. And my daddy's mom's name is Sally Hardy Walton. That's Robert's mom. And then Francis' mom, which is deceased, is Darnetta Brown Strong. So anyway, I got family. My ancestry, those who don't know, I got ancestry there in Georgia. There in Savannah, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Anybody might be related to the Seals and the Strongs. The Seals and the Strongs, they're my relatives. From Georgia, though, specifically. So, yeah. they're strong. They probably related to us down in East Texas, Kilgore, Texas. Where my family from in East Texas, Kilgore, Texas. I-20. So yeah. So that's what I be going to Georgia. I be having personal reason to go there because my ancestry from my own personal family can date back there, and that's what. And then from there, they migrated to Texas. So my grandma Dornetta, I'm about to write about this. She gave a lot of lessons. She was our pen pal. She wrote us letters our whole life, all her grandkids and children. It's like a rapper, you know what I'm saying? My grandma wrote so much. So she was all like our first pen pal. And my granny Sally, I used to go to my granny schools all the time growing up when my granny was teaching. Seagoville, Carter High School. A few other schools. She used to teach elementary too. So that's why I always work, and I always work on my teaching because my daddy, I always cussing them out, but shit, they ain't no goddamn how I am. They made me. But anyway, he always tell me to go teach. My daddy, no matter what, he be like, just go teach. That's why I can't never give teaching up because my parents told me to always do that. Now the other parent do tell me to do other type of jobs too. Like go on see like that. Try that. I guess if that don't work, going back to school, but go on and try something else too. In my life, nothing really worked out for me but school. So that's why you have to listen to your own self, your own mind, your own self. Because what worked for somebody else might not work for you. And you can try it for a little bit and be like, damn, that might not be the path for me though. You know what I'm saying? That might be their path, but that don't mean it's the path for me. I make my own path. What you talking about? I don't follow the crowd. I go to the road less traveled. It was always it's fun people there when it's like a few like quaint, then it's fun. Goddamn, I just feel like chit chatting a bit. I didn't even really feel like chit chatting, but this chit chat coming through. They always think they stalling my life, and sometimes they are, but that's why I keep something like school going, because if you're better than somebody in life, then they gonna try to do everything they can to hinder you or whatever. That's anybody. But the best thing to do is try to motivate them too. The best thing to do is just try to goddamn motivate everybody and get everybody on the same page, because that's how it's better that way. It's better when people didn't know that they could think positively about a situation, and then they could see another option and be like, oh, I didn't even know I could think about this situation like that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody walk by this motherfucker, I mean, you can pay attention to them, but not really. I mean, all these hoes, they want me out, and I'm the one that got all this shit solid in this bitch. But that's fine. I can supply. God damn, Miss Chicken Santa in this bitch. What they talking about? God damn. I don't cuss like this when I teach. I mean, sometimes I slip up, but not like a lot. The kids recognize I came from the street, though. One thing about the kids, the children, they recognize I come from the street life. So they be having grace for me. shit, when you're in public school, I'm just like them. I'm an at-risk child just like they are. So, I mean, at the end of the day, goddamn it, that's our number one similarity. We all come with goddamn crackpots and shit. So get over here and sit down and write your name, because that means I know something that I can help you in life. If you came from crackpots, bitch, I can help you, because I came from that same shit. And I didn't never do none of it. I just was born in that type of shit. Born from it. But that's all right. I mean, I think all that is just excuses that people make in life. But all that's okay. People got to do what they got to do to get by. What they got to do to have sanity. So. God is a God of lifespan, not just one moment in life or a lifetime or one part of life. You know, God is God all the time, of all the lifetimes. So that's when you can learn that, you know what I'm saying, have a little grace and all that kind of shit. See, and these people think, oh, we put her out, it's going to help us in some way. Somebody's going to come here and save us. That's what they think. And so they're misled, but that's why I go out voluntarily, so that they can see no one's going to... I motherfucking drove here from all over the goddamn place. So nobody else really give a damn enough to come here like that. So that's what I teach and show them. They all be looking for somebody on the ground level. Well, goddamn motherfuckers, it's me. Because these other bitches, they don't give a fuck to come on the ground level. I mean, they're not the president, so they don't have to continually go and visit people. You know what I'm saying? They not really presidential like that. Some of them are, but some of them ain't. So no, you shouldn't expect somebody that's not presidential to come out and be among the people. Now these hoes in this District 101, all they do every day is want me outside so they can bother me. I'm teaching them a lesson. The representative where I live right now in Hollywood, Florida, is Hillary Castle, representing the District 101. So I be looking for her, because her constituents in this particular borough, they be like, goddamn, where is the leader? Right here. I elected myself. So sometimes I fuss at them, I get them out of my face for a minute, and I can get a plan together. I'm learning the neighborhood, the people, the community is diverse here in Hollywood, Florida. You know what I'm saying? And they do have a representative, but their representative ain't helping them that much. Because shit was more fucked up before I got here. Now I got here, it's a little bit better. But yeah, so don't think I don't know what's going on. Okay, you are the ones that don't know what's going on. Life is now at the top and the bottom. Life is all one collective thing. Okay? One collective experience. Yes, I do use a pointer in my classroom. Yes, this is how I keep the classroom. And it's not for the dropouts. It's not for these motherfuckers that dropped out of school and don't give a fuck about school. It's for people that care about learning and care about their future. Sometimes you got to drop out to go do something else, and that's fine. But I'm not here for no sassy talk-back person that want to drop out of school. I ain't here for them. If they sassy and want to talk back to somebody that's already did it, then I don't rock with them kind. Now if they sassy, but they're teachable, coachable, and trainable, then I rock with them. But if they demonstrate they are not teachable, coachable, and trainable, they can go be with somebody else. Miss Walton is teachable, Miss Walton is coachable, and Miss Walton is trainable. That's something you just learned about me.